what we have is some questions that we're gonna give one question for each group. And what you guys are gonna do is just talk about it amongst yourselves. Each group has a different question, so then in the end, I'm gonna give you about 5 minutes to talk about it, and then we're gonna talk together as a group. Because I know that we're probably going to have some people that are going to agree and others that are going to disagree. So I'd like to hear what everyone has to say about it. So I'm just gonna pass this around, and you guys can.
Over to this group.
It's a weird question.
What is the question?
What's scarier, lust or temptation?
Oh.
Yeah.
You guys want to be recorded?
Yeah, you'll get an entertaining one. Like, I feel like the way he drew where's 392?
There's like no page.
Where's the
Those are
like scrolling
It's
through?
right here.
Okay. Oh, temptation.
The father was like,
When she says, well, which is scarier, lust or temptation?
I don't know, it's kind of like a.
Oh, and then she says, lust that you might want me against my will. Or temptation, like you're waiting beneath the tree of forbidden fruit.
I feel like
that I might want you. He was always working.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like not really.
like looking at it like point blank, I think of temptation is like something that's like blatantly like right in front of you and you can choose it or not choose it. Where I feel like lust is like this broader thing where it's like you can like
I also feel like lust is
tone in.
a natural feeling.
I never thought about that.
But Christians like make it shameful. A lot, not all Christians, but a lot of times it's taught to be shameful and like a lot.
Sorry, like,
Like it's not all on boys, but a lot of times it's taught to be boys. Like those feelings are sins, and so then lust almost becomes this like scary thing. So whenever they like feel lust, it's like, oh, I can't have these feelings. Whereas it's a natural feeling to be lustful towards someone.
Yeah.
So I think honestly, lust in his upbringing is scarier, whereas temptation is almost exciting. I'd say for him, like, oh, I'm tempted to kiss you, and I'm just because later on he goes like, there's a scene after they whatever happens and who knows what they're doing, but and he says, he says like I should feel guilty, but I don't. I feel as pure as and clean as snow.
Yeah.
And so it's almost like he lets go of that guilt and is like, this was like part of the relationship.
Yeah, I think going off that too, it's like he has like lust has such like a negative context for him, and so he almost like in order to get over that like shame and negativity, he uses like Bible verses to kind of like
when she comes out with her nightgown and he's like, Songs of Solomon, altogether beautiful you are, my daughter. Oh no!
just like what is
Like
happening?
he's like taking that out of context.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, and then at the end, like Jesus is just watching him, like this scene,
Like from behind.
yeah. Where is it? It's like right here. It's like ooh, I don't know. Do you guys have anything else to say?
Well, which is scarier?
Which is scarier?
Well, extreme close-up. What's scarier, lust or temptation?
Maybe lust because you can't control it.
Yeah.
And so in temptation you can make a choice.
That's true.
I feel like temptation, you see it more like coming. It's kind of like, you know.
Yeah.
And then lust is kind of like very, it's like a blurry thing where like, it's just like,
You're like, oh, I'm tempted right now. I'm gonna do it. Whereas lust, it's like I feel like lust is more in your
I'm lustful.
Yeah, I'm never like, I'm lustful for you right now. We have a weird conversation.
So, yeah, say that in the next week to
Yeah,
someone.
yeah, they'll be like, I will start quoting scripture. Yeah, because Songs of Solomon 4:7.
Because you are beautiful.
Yeah.
So did
Adam
you
and Eve
repent
were
of
naked in the garden. Just
Actually, on this page, oh wait, this is later than the page we're supposed to be on, but she's saying, yeah, except heaven is a hope and Eden is a memory. It's almost like like heaven is that lustful like thing in their mind, and Eden is like that temptation that happened. Very interesting.
lust. Good 10 a.m. topic.
Good school talk.
Yeah. High schoolers, I would want to see how they'd answer this question. They'd be like, well, last night.
But my mom was from California and she values family, and so like we didn't like grow up with religious, but I know a bunch of my uncles that they like this and but then it however like years just like Alright, so you guys had your 5 minutes to talk, so now we're going to discuss this as a group. So Eva is going to read the first question out loud so that everyone knows what group 1 has, and then you guys are going to tell us your answer, and then I'd like to hear from everyone else what everyone else think of their answer. So go ahead, Eva.
Question 1, what do you guys think of the discipline given to Phil by his dad the night or he fought with his brother? Is this type of discipline good or bad for children?
We kind of talked about how we thought it was not good and how it was borderline abusive, and not only was it not right, but it was also ineffective because we don't think that it didn't solve anything about them fighting in the bed. It just kind of made Phil feel awful because he was stuck in the cubbyhole, and then Craig felt guilty, and so yeah, we don't agree.
Was this about the parents' discipline in the beginning?
Yeah, this is the parents disciplined their kids. Anybody think differently that they should be disciplined? I mean, I know that for me, for instance, right, when I was a kid, my mom used to discipline me this way, and it brought fear to me, and it actually made me not want to do whatever I did ever again because I knew that she was going to do something horrible to me, right? Whether it was hitting or like hiding me somewhere. So whenever I had a fight with my siblings, my mom used to use some of these tactics, which today I still tell her, why did you do it that way? It traumatized me. And then she says, no, look at you, you're undisciplined. So does anyone think that this is okay, or do you all agree that this is bad?
I mean, I think there's a difference. Like if the parents would have put Phil in a nice other room and not an attic with spiders and cold and gross, like that's, I feel like that's not good at all. If they like were like, okay, you're gonna go to the guest room for the night, that's a little different story. So I think that it wasn't okay, but there could have been a better way to handle it.
Yeah, I think so too. I agree with that as well. Does anybody else have anything else to say for that first question? All right, so now I'm going to read the second question that group 2 had. When Phil and Craig told their parents that they had seen fairies under their blankets, their mom told them that it was static electricity. Do you think she did the right thing by telling them the truth, or do you think that this crushed the children's imaginations and spirits? And this was in pages 250 and 252, so what do you guys think of that?
We thought, I mean, it was kind of sad. It's a bit blunt for the parents, but we didn't find it that surprising because, at least I related it to my life growing up. I grew up in a very conservative Christian with Christian parents, and I wasn't allowed to watch anything with magic on it or read any books with magic. And so I feel like my parents wouldn't encourage believing in fairies either, because that goes against the direct lessons that they're trying to teach their kids about the Bible. So I didn't find it that surprising, but I think it started or was an important part of a theme of comparing art and creativity with religion. And so I thought it was a really interesting scene in the book, but yeah, we thought it was sad that she did that. So I guess it's wrong, but it makes sense for character development.
Does anybody else think differently?
To me, I don't know if I'm agreeing or not agreeing. But it kind of reminded me of like you tell kids that like Santa doesn't exist. Like it's kind of like this sad thing, but it needs to happen. And so to me, it just kind of sounds like she's shutting down like the imagination a little bit and like the creativity, which is especially like Craig's outlet, I think. So that's kind of a bummer in the way, but at the same time, it's like this is real life and that's how it is. So.
How about, yeah.
Oh, like for like the I think I agree. Like I think it's like shut down their creativity and like it just shows like how they are as parents. And I think that there are certain ways to tell truth to kids and like certain ways to not do, especially when they're coming to you with something like super excited and you kind of just like shut them down. I think it was very bad because like that just shows like the whole relationship, their whole like family dynamic. Like the parents really just shut the kids down and like didn't let them grow. Cause like I know in my family like me and my sister have a really big age gap, and she's like around I don't know like 6. I don't remember how old she is, but yeah. So like she still gets excited about like things that we don't get excited about anymore. And like my stepdad, he's very smart man, and like he's very like things are a certain way. But like when she comes down, she gets really excited about things. He's usually like straightforward about things, but like he'll match her excitement, but still like tell her the truth. Like so like say there's like static. But like fireflies, and he'll be like, oh well, those are like, they're magic made from like when you do this to the blanket or whatever. Like he doesn't just say like, well that's not a real thing. Like it's just static. Like calm down, kid. Like he like adds on to it, but like still gives her the truth while letting her live like what she thinks. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. Does anybody else have any other thoughts on this? What age do you guys think is the best age to stop telling kids these things or start telling them the truth? For instance, or is it the age? Is it the mentality? On your own.
Just let kids be kids.
They'll learn eventually.
Yeah, they'll figure it out. They're still like seniors in high school believing in Santa.
All right, awesome. I love your response.